8,
You're watching
7,
Experience Comic Culture and Sales.
5,
Streaming live daily to
4,
Facebook, YouTube,
3,
Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
What's going on, everybody? It is your dude, Chuck. And, guys, we have a packed house today. How do I get in between that light? We have a very packed house today. Usually we'll have one. I think most on this show we've had like 3 guests. But today, I mean, last count I had 5. But after 5, I lose all track of counting. So, yeah, I don't even know. Anything beyond there, it could be 11,000. I would have no idea. But yeah, man, we're going to talk not only about, like, we're pushing one book, but there's actually a bunch that we're going to be talking about today. So it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm excited. There's some new faces here I've never met before, and some old buds I haven't seen in forever. So, guys, as always, it's going to be another freaking awesome show here on Talking Trivia. So you know what? Enough of my babbling and crap. Let's move right on to the good stuff. See you in just a minute. Yeah. Or not. Usually this is the time when I wouldn't have to vamp any longer, but I think for some reason I do. Maybe there was an issue. You never know. Sometimes it happens. I know actually now I believe we're actually the second broadcast that is back on YouTube for the EXP because we got knocked off for about a week or so. So I got to do my very best to not curse and not be rude. Even more so, I might not even leave with my special saying today. Can you believe that? JD, let me know if you're ready to start the show officially or bring people in. Homie, I'm ready whenever you are. Yeah. I could be vamping for a long time here because I don't have control of this thing. I can't bring the guests in, but that's okay. Things happen. Life is difficult for some people. We've got more. I'm checking. We got more people on the way. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know what? While we're here, I'm going to check the chat, see if anybody's hanging out. Oh, Travis likes pizza. Good. I'm trying to vamp it up, homie. I am trying. Make 2. What's going on? So good to see you. JD, where the are you? Yeah. This is what's up. You know what? Now I'm kind of excited. Like, how long am I going to have to vamp for? Is it going to be the whole show? Was that your one effort? I don't know if you noticed. If you go back and listen, I just asleep at the wheel. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
What's up, man?
I don't know what happened there. I was watching you and pressing buttons, and nothing was happening. So why don't we start this off with a bang with your opener? That sounds like a good idea. What do you think?
I love that idea. Let's do it.
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Well, that was hands down the greatest opener we've ever had. What's going on, everybody?
What's going on?
Hey.
I'm actually kind of sad that ended.
This is a good looking bunch of people. So, I mean, that's got to be one of the main reasons I didn't make the cut on this one. That and I didn't submit. That's
I don't
me.
know. I'm here, so
Dude,
Dude, there's a baby.
Emily, earmuffs. I have some terrible things to say about your dad.
You and me both.
Yeah.
Let's tag team him.
No, maybe let's not tag team him. Because I was going in a different direction than you. I'm certain of that.
Oh.
All right. So Cthulhu invades fairy tales.
Is that one of the 3 T's? I'm very confused.
YouTube.
Is it taboo?
Sorry.
What? This is the best start to a show I have absolutely ever had. I'm certain of that. Trav, can you tell us a little bit about Cthulhu Invades?
Sure. So Cthulhu is a big guy. He does stuff. Here, I'll even show you. Look, he's this guy, and he gets angry at stuff all the time. I can't swear, but trust me, he gets angry at stuff. He's done it to Oz, and he's done it to all sorts of different places. And right now, he's invading all of our wonderful worlds of fairy tales. So we realized that we were invading Oz and Wonderland and Neverland, that there's all these small little pocket places that need to be invaded, like Goldilocks and the Three Bears and Little Red Riding Hood and, Snow White, all these wonderful little side tales that we need to invade. So Cthulhu is invading with some of the greatest indie comic creators.
My friend, you had me at side tales. That's TAIL, right?
So I'm figuring out the T's. So it's taboo, tails. We're going to end the show. We're going to find out the third one, guys.
We're going to figure it out, guys. We are going to figure it out.
Everybody.
All right. So can we, how about we go around the room and everybody tells me what they did for the book and a little bit about themselves. So Trav, let's start with you.
I am Travis Gibb. I am the creator of this shenanigans, properly ripping it off of H.P. Lovecraft and whoever else created all these grim fairy tales. I wrote in this particular book Rumpelstiltskin. So I have a really cool tale about the good old Rumpelstiltskin. And what's cool about it, versus anything else, when you're dealing with public domain, there's some things you can't say. So H.P. Lovecraft created a monster, but he didn't name it. Somebody else named it. So the monster is public domain, but the name is not, which I felt fit perfectly for Rumpelstiltskin. So my tale in there, it's a lot of fun.
Wow. Okay. So next, let's go with Chuck's other best friend, Pete.
Well, hey, folks. I'm Pete Risette. I'm the writer of a story called The Three Snake Leaves, which is one of the grim stories that I'm sure everyone's heard of everywhere.
Right.
Yeah. And I fell in love with it. It was one I remember from reading when I was younger. It just has everything from one of those kind of German grim fairy tales, death, resurrection, some sort of like moral that kind of got lost in the translation between German and English somewhere. And it was just kind of perfect for injecting that little Lovecraftian twist into.
Nice. Now, do you have any other projects on Kickstarter right now? You have our full attention. Do you have anything else to send us to on Kickstarter right now?
At the moment, I don't. But if folks want to go to potsandpanels.com and bookmark it, Emily and I will be in a comic cookbook anthology that is coming to Kickstarter. Should be in October.
Ooh, okay, that's awesome. Let me know in October, homie. I'll see what I can do on here.
For sure.
Jack Holder. I was just telling Jack, I remember when he wasn't married and he had 0 kids. Now happily married, 3 kids. Buddy, it's so good to see you.
How you doing? So the important one here is Evelyn. Say hi.
Hey,
Ev. So Evelyn Staddy wrote the story inspired by Cinderella for the Cthulhu Invades Grim Fairy Tales. It is taking place right as the evil stepmother thinks that she has taken control of the ball. And Cinderella shows up, but she looks very different than the evil stepmother remembers. And what kind of deal did she make with the fairy godmother, and what was the price that she paid? I was so excited to do this story and very thankful that Travis came up with this amazing concept. Chuck, you're muted.
Oh, I'm I'm totally muted. Yeah, because I was trying to be good. Do you have anything else on Kickstarter right now, Jack?
I do. I have the first book of my new series, God Street. The first book is called Dead by the Book, and I get to embarrass him because he's here. The person who came up with that title is right over there. I kept giving him.
Nice job, Pete.
Travis.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I kept giving Travis ideas, and he gave me the best idea. God Street, just like you imagine, is the street where every deity resides. It also is home to Will Creed, the poor soul destined to kill every single one of them. He's been in exile for 11 years, but now he's coming back to find the Book of Lost Souls that could rewrite his destiny or destroy all of reality if he's an idiot about it.
Nice. Dude, so good to see you. Next, let's go with Brian Wolf.
Hi. I was an artist in this one, so I got to work on Chuck Satterley's story, his version of The Owl in the Barn, which is not a story I was familiar with, but it was a kind of an interesting escalating tale. It took place in Germania, medieval Germania, and it was a lot of fun. It was rich textures and all this fun stuff I got to bring to it and really take some time with it.
And do you have any of your own projects happening right now? Kickstarter or comic shops or anything?
So I have 5 days left on my third Kickstarter comic that I'm doing, which is called Steel Victory. It made its money, but I'd like for more people to come out and find it. It's a mixture of Sentai, Super Sentai, like Power Rangers, but meets noir, and it's got this whole, there's giant robots and kaiju, but like a murder mystery at the center of it. And it's a lot of fun, and I just wanted to come check it out.
Nice. All right, cool. Everybody, while you got the chance. Oh, go ahead.
Wait. You said Chuck. I'm so sorry, Chuck. I thought you were in the book this whole time. It's wrong, Chuck. I am so sorry, Chuck.
That's the issue. I was
so confused before when you said you were in the book, and I was like, "What are you talking about? We have Chuck in the book." My bad. I just reply all to Chuck's. It's.
And you know what? I know how bad of a speller you are, so I have to assume you saw Satterley and assumed it was Pineau. Like, right. I get it. I completely, that makes sense.
They both sound French to me.
I love you, buddy. You're messed up. Cool. That's awesome. Emily, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing in this book?
Well, me personally, all I did was color my dad's story.
Yeah, because coloring isn't at all an important part of the process.
It's an extremely important part of the process.
Exactly. Thank you.
I'm proud of the work she did. I had Robbie Bragdon as the artist on that story, and he did a fantastic job with the art, and Emily elevated it to amazing.
That's awesome. And Emily, just so you're aware, obviously my background is crap right now, but I am in the new house, and as soon as I'm in my actual new house, I have a picture of Link done by you that made it from the U.S. to Canada and will be on my back wall, just so you're aware.
That's
it made
crazy.
The trip. I made sure of that.
You need to show me that picture at some point because I don't even remember it. So
are you dude, it's when I stole the glasses from you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the collective.
And you drew Link with the glasses, and it was freaking awesome.
I do remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
I still have that picture, and I think we did that back in 2021.
Yeah, I was going to say it was a really long time ago.
Yeah, so I still got it. Yeah, I don't even think you were driving back then.
No, I wasn't. My mommy had to drive me there.
I believe it. So have anything going on Kickstarter or in comic shops? Or your dad already talked about the cookbook, which I'm so jealous of.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm involved with right now as well. I'm the artist for the story he's writing. So yeah, go bookmark find some panels to pay attention to that. But other than that, I've just been working on like personal art and everything, just hanging out basically.
No, that's
She's so for commissions.
Emily,
That's awesome.
Commissions.
it's Chuck's show. You could announce what you and I are working on.
Oh, do you want to?
I'll think about it.
Okay, all right. Oh,
She's gonna have to remember it first.
we'll get everyone excited.
See that
I'll
one.
come back
A
to
little
it.
slow in the head.
I could always use some tea to spill. So yeah, absolutely. All right, Tom?
The third
Tom.
T is T. It's T.
I said tea, right?
Right. It's the third T.
It is the third tea. It's spilling tea. Okay,
Taboo, tails, and tea, Tom.
that's it. I like that. I'll remember that for next time. Tom, tell us about your story.
So right now, hey everybody, thanks for having me. I Tom Levine. I was the writer for The Ugly Elfling, which is based on The Ugly Duckling. Hans Christian Andersen, if I'm not mistaken, with art by Peter Taylor and colors by Carla Aguilar. And it was awesome. I got to do 4 pages of writing for that, and it was good times, very good times.
I mean, how cool is it? And this is kind of a general question for anyone who wants to answer, but like having been a part of that series, how cool is it to be able to connect to these characters and worlds and ideas that have been iconic for longer than our grandparents have been around? You know what I mean? Like, just how awesome is that?
It's very awesome. The whole concept and conceit of the series is a great challenge, I think, for the writers as well as the artists, and trying to figure out, well, how am I going to pull a Cthulhu mythos into this other piece and make it fit?
Yeah.
And it's a great experience, and kind of honestly, I think the word I would use is adventure. At least as a writer, it was how do I, make that fit? So it was pretty awesome.
That's a great way of putting it. And last, absolutely not least in my heart, my man Stoney, the Beard of Power. What's going on, homie?
Hey, how's everybody?
Good, better now.
Yeah. So I'm Stoney Williams, and I wrote The Robber Bridegroom with Ben Humenick on the art. We decided to take this story that I don't feel is like super obscure, but not more of the well-known ones, and see how we could tell it wrong, Cthulhu wrong. And so we had a lot of fun with that, and we got to sneak a lot of Lovecraft Easter eggs and references in there. So if there's any the hardcore Lovecraft lore buffs, we'll definitely catch some of that stuff.
Dude, I love it. I absolutely love it. And by the way, you came in pimping. Like, just, I don't know what it was, but right away, you brought the tail, my friend. You brought the tail.
Oh, thank you.
And then, of course, I'm saying pimping, and the first thing I see is Jack snuggling his baby. I'm just like, oh, yeah, that's right. Watch your mouth, buddy. Watch your mouth.
I'm fairly certain Munchkin's not repeating words yet.
A lot of babies have come into the world through pimping. A lot of babies come into the world.
This is true.
Yeah,
I believe that.
This little girl's first word is going to be pimping, and it's going to be all Chuck's fault.
That's true. It's going to be all Chuck's fault. We should blame him.
I think it would be great if you're there, you're holding your wife's hand, she's doing that final push, and then all of a sudden you hear, "They see me rolling."
That'd be awesome. It's actually what I did. That's like a little known fact. They should someday, when I have a Wikipedia article made about me when I'm famous, they should mention the fact that that was actually my first words, was that entire song. You
know what? I mean, they can't say that you're wrong. It's you. I would just put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, what are they going to do to disprove that? They don't have proof that didn't happen.
Right.
You can ask my dad. He'll vouch for me.
So you guys have been you guys have been pushing this book. Are we almost in a week already?
We're a little over a week.
So.
Okay. A little over a week. We should have been funded by now. So where are you people out there? Like,
dude,
where
I
are
know you're not that broke.
You people heard him. You people heard him. Now, okay.
Also, I would just like to interject and say that I do, in fact, remember me and Travis's plan. I just wanted to make sure. I had to text my dad. I had to make sure it was the right things. I didn't want to say the wrong thing. Just putting that out there.
If you said something else, he's like, "We haven't inked that one yet. What are you doing?"
That's what I was
saying.
saying.
Not even done.
I didn't want to announce something and then have us have to rush it or something. I want you right.
That would have been the best.
versus everybody else based on this conversation.
You're like, what did we do?
I didn't want to like pull something like out of the air from like a repressed like 14-year-old memory and be like, did we talk about this one time and then drop it and then just be completely wrong? And now we have to do it, even though we didn't even want to begin with. I don't know. I just wanted to make sure I said the right thing. That's all.
Whatever you say, we're doing it.
Oh, this is your moment. To do
He
that
just gave you carte
Cthulhu
blanche.
and My Little Pony mashup that you've always wanted to do.
Please, please, pretty please.
Are they public domain yet?
No.
No.
Yeah, pretty
Doing the
sure.
copyright. We can listen. There's a whole genre.
Is Cthulhu Invades Black Beauty the best I can do?
Oh,
Yeah.
I would still do good with that. That's all. I know how to draw real horses. I promise.
there we
Not
go.
just the little horsey, ugly ones.
Hey, Peter, I think we just found your book for Fairy Tales 2 right there.
Fairy Tales 2, right? Yeah, you know.
You're gonna go Black Beauty. All right.
Christ, now I gotta go read Black Beauty.
Now I gotta-
I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I'll do it
Now-
for you. I'll do it for
now I
you.
have to see if it's public domain.
Right, yeah.
What if you're just
created
lying?
so much
You just said
research,
that
son
and you
of
just
a-
lied.
I'm gonna do Tom Sawyer, and I'm gonna go rough on that one.
Don't go true rough. The HP loves
Yeah.
to be upset with you.
Let's not just
true,
go like
right?
literal rough. Let's just yeah.
Hey, just to be nice and scarring, because I know it's in the public domain, how about next time Cthulhu invades the 100-acre wood?
That's on the list. That's already on the list. We've
Yeah,
already
I believe that. I'm not
The,
surprised by
channel
that.
has it correct though, in the comments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what'd they say? Oh
Someone
yeah.
got it correct.
Someone has it correct.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
happening.
Yeah, we are
Is
gonna
that-
we're gonna have a series of it's being titled Cthulhu Invades Cartoons, and they're gonna be single issues, unlike the trade. But the first one will be with Emily and I doing Cthulhu Invades Steamboat Willie.
Emily, that is so fun, and your art would be so good with that.
And
Thank you
dibs
very
on
much.
Popeye. Is that okay or is that no?
You can't. I mean, I'm
Good
writing
question,
them all.
actually.
I mean, if you want to draw it for me, I guess we could make that happen. But I'm
I don't know if it's public domain.
It is
I'm
public.
checking. I'm checking right now.
It is public.
Speaking of joke,
It is
yeah,
public.
Whoa.
Well, and I love that Travis already knew. Yeah, it's public. Like I'm aware.
Yeah, he is.
He
Yeah.
refreshes the list every day.
But just so you know, Black Beauty is public domain. I wouldn't say it.
Yay!
So, you guys always have the book, which is absolutely amazing. Is there anything? You guys always have new special things as rewards. What do we got going on this one?
So with this one, it's really interesting. So this one's a little different than the ones prior. So the ones prior that you were part of have one continuity. This one doesn't. It is in continuity, however, because if you remember in the End of Oz, which I happen to have some copies at my house for the first time in like years. Make me big for just a second.
Wrong person.
I mean, that does help, Chuck, but I need. You see,
Helps
Dorothy
somehow.
has all these books and gave them to. All those books happen to be all these fairy tales that we were
Yep.
invading. It is in continuity, but there's not going to be one through line because they're all different universes where all these fairy tales take place. So that's the thing. We've switched from our green because it's a new series. We switched from our traditional green metal bookmarks to purple. Purple is our color for the next 3 books.
Ooh.
And this is a trilogy, unlike our other ones. There was 3 books in this trilogy. So there's Cthulhu and Bates Fairy Tales 1, 2, and 3, all with different fairy tales. So for the next couple of years, we'll be doing this fun little adventure. So that's some of the stuff. We've got a new box set. For the first time, we've sold original art, which is really cool. So we have original art in this for the first time. And we have one other thing that's kind of cool, but I need to get up to get it. So hold on.
Okay. Was there anyone else who had something on Kickstarter that I missed?
Well, Travis is
No?
gone. We should talk about how much we hate him.
Oh, I believe that's already in the
Hey,
comments.
Travis, we're talking about how much we love you. What's up?
Yes. So this right here
Ooh,
is
okay.
a book as an add-on So people who I run into over the next till this ships are drawing sketches in here for you guys.
Whoa! Wow!
These are add-ons. So this is worth a lot because it's got various artists and even good ones. Not that but there's a lot of writers in here.
Yeah, and also me. Yeah.
But we've got some cool stuff in here, all signed, all really cool stuff. That's an add-on. So there's only 2 of those available. And someone backed them right off the bat. They just dropped today. So come back or make me look like this. Emily drew me this, and it's a sad Travis.
Oh my God, how long ago was that?
2021.
So apparently you were drawing for all the graying hairy dudes back then.
Yeah. Do you like keep it in your wallet? Like you had that on hand so fast.
I continue to accidentally throw it into someone's backing board when I send.
Can you imagine?
Because imagine someone get it, sad boy. Like I'm clearly making a statement if I said.
I was gonna say like I'd be kind of like I'd feel a little bad about myself if I received that.
Little post note that says this is what happens when you don't back it at higher tiers.
Yeah, exactly. It says sad, you don't know it's me unless you say it, but it says sad boy hours.
That's so funny.
Oh, that's great. So other than that, it's a lot of do we have access to the previous books if say someone hadn't been able to pick them up somehow?
Absolutely. Yeah. If you are a Chuck fan and hate the new Chuck, I completely understand.
I get it too.
Again, my mistake. Did not mean to invite Chuck Chatterley. I will address that at the 10 o'clock show where he will be appearing. We'll address that. See us there at Comic Asylum. We're here now. So if you want to get Oz, Neverland, or Wonderland where Chuck is, and Chuck does something really evil in Wonderland that I have to fix at one point or people are just going to riot. Oh, by the way, Heather has a request if you ever come back to the book. Can people?
I mean, I want to, but yeah, go for it.
Not die from eating things because food should be a safety thing, and you continue to kill people.
I did that twice, didn't I?
Right.
I didn't even realize that at the time.
It's a trope for you now. Like, I mean, Welcome to the Void was set in a restaurant most of it.
Right? Stubby guy's trying to say something to himself.
So, Heather said that to me.
All about that. That's so funny. All right. I'll find a different way to kill people. I promise. And the people you love. Don't worry. I got this, guys. I got you.
Thanks. Thank you. I was actually really worried about it.
And I know. Because what if I killed someone that you didn't care about? Who cares?
Yeah.
No. I got you. I got you guys. So, all right. Well, I mean, obviously, we didn't have a lot of time, and we have a billion of you on here, which is awesome. This is already broken records. But why don't we go around the room one last time? We'll say real quick, you're going to give your own pitch for why people have to pick up Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales, but also tell everybody about what you've got coming out next, you personally. Maybe not just Kickstarters, but anything you've got happening. So let's start from the back this time. Tom, go ahead, bud.
So this particular issue of Cthulhu is, I would say the art, man. Like having, I'm really excited about the art that my story got, and having seen some of the art in the rest of the stories, like it's worth it just for that. The covers, like you guys seen the covers yet? You need to go to Kickstarter for the covers. Like that alone, I think is worth the price of admission. So that'll be my answer for that. I do have a project live on Kickstarter right now. It is a prose novel, but it's set in sort of a comic book world called Omni-Humans, about a regular guy, former cop, who has undiagnosed manic depression, and he's been tasked by the government with arresting what amounts to the X-Men. So it's kind of a gritty, dark, Logan-esque Marvel world, but it is a prose novel, and that is available right now on Kickstarter. Omni-Humans.
Awesome. And next, I'll leave it all up to JD. There we go. Stoney.
All right. So Travis said, I think yesterday I saw it's 160 plus pages. We've got to have well over 100 creators across independent comic books. Any company you can think of, we've got somebody who wrote for them or drew for them in this book. It's incredible. It's a masterpiece of stories between the art and the storytelling. It's incredible. You've got to pick this up. As for me, I have nothing on my table right now besides Cthulhu Invades. It's got 100% of my attention. So
Nice, buddy. Well, then we're excited to see more from you. Go ahead, Pete, my best friend.
Indeed, best friends forever. We actually, like, before we put this together, did some market research, and it turns out that if you don't back it, it says here you hate freedom and puppies.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that.
So if you need to prove that you love freedom or puppies, you should back this book immediately.
Yeah.
No, I think that makes perfect sense. That's an excellent pitch. Excellent.
Excellent pitch, yeah.
And
plus
what
it's
else?
got like a bunch of amazing people in it and me, which is fantastic. And as stated more than once so far, go to potsandpanels.com and bookmark it. We're coming to Kickstarter in October, and it's going to be fantastic. There are some greats, including Travis, who's also in this book. It's not just me and Emily. Travis has got another whole story he's working on too in there, and a few other folks that we know, as well as some folks that are industry veterans in there. It should be really, really good.
That's freaking awesome. All right, next, Brian.
All right, so I'm going to do the pitch. I am new to the Cthulhu Invades universe, but I am not new to H.P. Lovecraft. It was a weird obsession I had going back to high school, and I think the thing about Lovecraft and Cthulhu in general is it's a creature that takes on many forms and many meanings to different people, and in all the stories it appears. This is that place to go and see those many versions of Lovecraft. And if you are a fan of Lovecraft, you really need to seek these books out. The art is insane. The stories are dark, crisp, and really to the point. And I think that everybody who grabs them is going to love them.
Did you go back and read the previous ones?
So I've only had a chance to look at this book, and especially the art in this book, but I am going to buy all of them.
Oh yeah, it's honestly they're worth the read. I remember going through those books. I helped to edit them, and boy oh boy, it was a little nerve-wracking because you'd have your own story in there, and the best part about being an anthology, you're gonna like slide through and go, where's the crappy one so I can feel good about myself, and it would be like impossible to find one. You're like, oh no, it's me, isn't it? It's me. It's definitely me. So no, absolutely, guys, worth going back, and I have read the first three. They're absolutely amazing, and I do plan on reading this one as well. So please check it out. Good call, Tom. And who else? Jack.
All right. If you don't back it just for me, don't back it for any of these other guys. Back it to support her. That's what we do.
If you guys don't back it, you also hate babies. So
exactly.
Yeah. No. Thank you for bringing that up.
No. Back it because there are absolutely amazing stories and art. Travis was over the moon with my Cinderella story, not just because I was writing it, but because an artist that he's admired forever, Amanda Dufresne, was doing her first work in sequentials. And she absolutely knocked it out of the park. If you love looking at Cinderella stories, then you really want to get this book. Check it out, buy it. Get the amazing covers. Get all of them. They're gorgeous. Thank you.
No, thank you, buddy. And you had a project you wanted to tell us about real quick?
Absolutely. If you haven't yet, please back God Street on Kickstarter right now. It's going to be live for just a few hours longer than Cthulhu Invades. So if you like stories about deities, dysfunctional families, and how destiny can really screw you over, then you really want to pick up Dead by the Book on Kickstarter.
Nice. You're awesome. And are we back to Travis? Or did we? Emily. How can I forget Emily? Go ahead, hon.
Okay, so obviously go back everything that my dad said, because we're in the same exact things. Can't really compete there. You can follow me and commission me on all of my social media, which is pretty much all of it's just at Emily Risett, Riesett. I recently had to participate in my job, a game where we had to push people in the pool for getting questions wrong. And one of the questions was how to spell my last name, and not a single person got it right. So yes, I do need to say out loud how it's spelled.
Okay, that's fair.
And as for my personal projects, I'm creating more and more characters for this Duck universe that I want to make at some point. So follow me to see that someday, maybe.
Well, and as someone who has some of your art in his home, I can tell you guys, it will always make things look better. So yes, go pick up some great Emily Risett. That's Riesett art, and make sure that gets put on your wall. Hon, thank you so much. Trav, do you have anything final to say for us, homie?
Look, I don't want to brag. We're a Ringo nominated book. Look.
Yeah.
It was Ringo nominated. We're a big deal. This is the book you need in your collection. I collect the best people for this. The best people. That's a horrible Trump, but it
was a terrible Trump.
That was a horrible Trump.
Terrible is the best kind.
The best people at the very best. We got the political season. I'm so sorry. I would never do that. But we seriously, this is a great book. It's super exciting. We have another one coming right up the pike. We need you guys part of this. We want you to take part of this. We want to do some really cool things. This book sells really well. If you're a retail store, I know a lot of the people on the experience of retail, you can buy a retail tier. We'll get it sent out to you and signed. There's signing packages, spots in the back. We'll get it signed for you, which is cool. This is harder than it used to be. Signed.
Because you have so many things to show off.
Yeah. So we'll get you signed, all sorts of stuff, so we can get you on the retail tier. But our goal is get you a good book that you can enjoy. Share it with the family. You know, you're sick of reading all these children's tales to them where everything happily ever after. I promise you that's not going to happen. I've read these guys' writing.
No, there is no happily ever after here.
Not on my watch.
Dude, guys, all of you, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. Trav, what is the amazing digital package that you guys have today for our winner?
Can I use the one F-bomb, sir?
You know what? It's your F-bomb. Go ahead.
Fucking all of it.
Whoa!
The whole thing.
So we're talking Cthulhu Invades Oz, Wonderland, Neverland.
Correct.
And are you talking about anything else?
Oh, yeah. Keep going. What other Orange Cone stuff do you got?
No way. You're not talking like
Greatest State Punk 1, 2, and 3. Broke Down in 4 Dead Bodies. The Trade 1, 2, 3, 4. Illumination 4. No Contest 1 and 2. Holiday Spirits, which is more trades 1, 2, and 3. Holiday Spirits, Christmas in July 1, 2, and 3. Expired 1 and 2. What else? Coins of Judas 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the Trade. What else you want?
That's way more. I just thought the Cthulhu stuff. You're talking like, guys, 1,000 pages.
All of it.
Worth of, easily 1,000 pages. That's insane. Okay, well, dude, he brought the most people onto an episode ever. He brought the coolest people onto an episode ever, and now he's brought the biggest prize. Guys, I think we have a winner here. Please make sure to back Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales. Thank you so much for coming out, all of you guys. You're freaking awesome. Everybody, check it out. Check out their all of their upcoming gigs, and we will be right back with as much trivia as I can cram down your throats right after this. Have a good one, everybody.
Twitch, it's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
Whoa. Whoa. Did you miss it? Yeah, they can go by pretty fast. Let's slow down the footage.
Welcome. It's time to skim some comics. Miles Morales Spider-Man, I will just tell you that Miles is very important in his role as a vampire. So
It's fine. If you like Hercules, read it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. It's fine.
The art is still stunning. There's a panel, little spoiler, there's a panel in this where Chitauri first hits Lion-O, and he is the best "did she really just hit me" face I've ever seen put in a comic book.
Wow, live reviews of new comic books so you can be ready for New Comic Book Day. What is this? Oh, I see. It's Minute to Skim It. Part of the experience. Ask your local comic shop to add Battle Quest comics to your pull list today.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
What's going on, everybody? So good to have all of you guys back. Here I am in this beautiful sun, this light shining down on me like something angelic, which I surely do not deserve. Everybody, give me a shout out if you're in the chat right now. We're going to do some trivia. And I mean, I don't even know how to tell you guys about the prize. You just heard it, hopefully. Over 1,000 pages of Orange Cone comics. That is insane. That is an awful lot of money. I mean, dude, jump on this game today. It's going to be so good. So, with that being said, Wendy sadly is not here today. It's just me. So, what's up there, Lorena? I'm going to make this happen. And we are going to do, we're going to find out who wins this. So, let's go. Let's start right away. The games Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue were released internationally by Nintendo and Game Freak, but Pokemon Red was only available in one country. Which one was it? And remember, guys, as always, no point in Googling. I'll give you, I'll make sure you guys get the answer. Like, I'll give you clues and whatnot. Please make sure to check out the Kickstarter when you have the chance. Ooh, yeah, see, and I'm already getting correct answers, sorry. So first one was Make 2, got Japan correct, and then right behind was Lorena. For the 2 points coming up for you on the 21st, we're going to be doing an all Wolverine and Deadpool expose. It's going to be freaking awesome. So much fun. You will not want to miss it. And then Lorena came back with Mexico. No, you had it the first time, hun, with Japan. Nicely done. You're one step closer. You might be able to win that awesome prize pack. So, question 2. Name one of 3 Disney princesses that come from the most reproduced fairy tales. So these are Wendy wrote, these are 3 of the top 5 most reproduced tales, all published more than 100 times. That is insanity. All right. Oh, gee. And you guys all jumped on the same one too. Yeah. If you guys don't answer something, you're not going to get any points. So make sure to answer. And if you make me laugh because you don't have the correct answer, then that's probably another point because I like to laugh. So Ryan came in with Cinderella, which is absolutely a correct answer. Make 2, Cinderella as well. And then Phil was there. And of course, Lorena made sure to answer something. Okay, so Little Mermaid is not one of them, believe it or not. Phil, Snow White is one. So that's a good one too. And yes, Sleeping Beauty. There you go. So there's the 3, gang. We got Cinderella, Snow White, and Sleeping Beauty, otherwise known as Briar Rose or Aurora. Wendy made sure to give us all the names just in case. She's a sweetheart. Question 3. Who was the first fictional female character to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? The first female... the first fictional female character to receive a star on the Walk of Fame. And it's funny because, well, this character might have been mentioned already several times, but also, yeah. Well, that's the main funny thing is that she's already been mentioned multiple times. So let's see. Not Betty Boop. Not Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe is a real person, by the way. Not Mrs. Pac-Man. You're closer, Jess, with Little Mermaid than anyone else is. Little Mermaid is not correct, but at least you're. And Minnie, also Lorena, very close. We do have a correct answer. We have 3 points for Phil. So I'm going to give Phil his 3 points, and then if someone else steals Phil's answer, then they too will get bam right there. Ryan, see, that's how it's played, man. Ryan gets a point. That's right, folks. It is indeed Snow White. So good job, everybody. Are we? Yeah. Okay. Question 2. Yeah, makes sense. Yep. Cool. Oh no, that was question 3. So certain people. Okay. All right. Great. Cool. Question 4. In fencing, competitors wear specialized gear that electronically defines scoring area and registers contact by weapons. Name one of the 3 sword types used in Olympic fencing. I like this because some of these questions were Wayne's, and then some were brought to me by a good friend of the show, and she brought me these questions, and I got this right. So I was very proud of that one. So let's see if you guys also can get it right. Not a lance, not a post. Those are not the terms. I mean, if no one else gets it, Jets, I would give it to you, but that's really not fair because, it's fencing. Sword, lance, knife. It's a sword. There are types of swords. And you guys are trying. I did get. Okay, so Jess did get one correct. So I'm going to give Jess just one for that. Upright, no, upright is not one, but there is a correct answer there. Not short sword either. Okay, and Phil. So Phil's going to get the 2 points for saber. You're very welcome, hon. And you earned it. You got the right answer. So, yeah, it was foil, saber, or epee, or ep. Thunder. And yes, that is also one of the answers. Yes, see, saber defense. It would have been a saber. Question 5. This is not my question, but let's see. You guys can get this. Chuck always wears a hat turned backwards when he is live on the show. What sports team is represented on the front? And this is tough because you got guys like Ryan, who this is his first time here, and he's going, it's a blue hat. Okay. Does that help me at all? I don't even know what sport it is. That's not fair. You guys have a hard time. Of course, I'll tell you the sport, but I'm sure people will get it. So, Jess, I will give it to you, Jess. That is correct, but not correct enough. Make 2, not a hockey hat, actually. Not the Lakers. It is a Canadian team. That is correct. And I will be nice, not the Raiders either. I'll be really nice. I'll say it's a baseball team. Which, if you listen to some of the other stuff that came out, that really narrows it down. Really, really narrows it down. Canadian bikini team. That should be who it is. Phil, I'm not going to give you Tornot, even though I know you're trying to say Toronto. You actually have to say the team, the Hortons. Okay, Lorena, you will get 2 points for that, unless you actually get points. Not the Maple Leafs. Yes, it's definitely Toronto, but what Toronto sports team? I'll do this real quick. You guys ready? Because you're having a hard time? Just because I care? All right. I gave you like a second. Now you guys should be able to get it. We'll see. All right, bam. Make 2 gets 2 points there. Or no, he gets the 3. 1, 2, 3. And then oh wait, was it make 2? Oh, it may not have been make 2. No, Phil actually got it first. Okay, so I'm gonna take 1 off. All right, so make 2 actually got the 4. Sometimes it shuffles them around. So 1, 2, 3. And then 2 points for make 2. And then Lorena, you made me laugh, so you do get the 2 points. And Ryan as well. Nicely done. That's correct. It is the Blue Jays. You guys rock. What is the name of the protein that gives cheese? You know what? Now, we're not going to do this one because it's a difficult one, and I don't know how to give you a good clue for this. So let's move on. We'll go on straight on. And if you knew it, tell me what it is. But I'm going to move on past it. Released in 2000 and estimated to have been installed on over 1/3 of computers globally, name the fruit-themed peer-to-peer file sharing program that was ordered to cease distribution in 2010. This might be something that you're required to be a certain age. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. So yeah, again, released in 2000 and estimated to have been installed on over 1/3, not Napster, fruit-themed. Fruit-themed. That was a big one. Installed on over 1/3 of computers globally. Name the fruit-themed peer-to-peer file sharing program that was ordered to cease distribution in 2010. Not Apple Stir. Not ICQ. So it was a peer-to-peer file sharing. There we go. There we are. Oh. All right. So Jess just misspelled it, but I am gonna give her the 3 points because she did jump on that one first. And then Rogue, I'm gonna give you the 2 points for LimeWire. That is correct. Everyone else, nicely done. I will make sure that you all get points. Bam, bam. That's correct. Yeah, of course, hon. You're trying to type fast. I completely understand it. Been there, done that for sure. 8. According to John Haywood, the popular saying Rome wasn't built in a day is not the full sentence. What is the lesser known completion of the phrase? So it would be Rome wasn't built in a day. And I'll even give you a little bit of a clue. Rome wasn't built in a day, but No one misspells. It's autocorrect. Yeah. Always blame it on autocorrect. Yeah. I mean, make two. You maybe, but the answer wasn't 1970, so I get it. Rome wasn't made in an update, but it spoiled the bunch. You're not that terribly far off, though, JD. You're not. It fell in a day. Really close. I might give it to you if no one else gets it, but it should have been. That's great. Yes. Oh, you're getting 2 points for the laughs, no doubt. It wasn't built by it. That's true, but they were laying bricks every hour. Nope. I think I'm probably gonna give the 3 points. Who was the closest again? To Garfon, to Lorena, because that is very close. So if anybody else can get close, I'll give them the 2. This is Sparta. That is good. You know what? I think I'm gonna move forward so we can get one more question out of this. The full saying is Rome wasn't built in a day, but it burned in one. It burned in one. So yeah, and because he came in with fell in a day, make 2. I'll give you the 2 points. So Lorena gets the 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll give make 2 the 2 points, and then for sure, not a problem, JD. So yeah, and then I'm gonna make the laugh and make sure that everybody else gets points. Please, everyone, make sure to come back next week. It's, as usual, going to be an absolutely freaking awesome show. I'm going through this real quick to see who our winner was. We played again for that. Crap, we have a tie. I have a 3-way freaking tie here between Make 2, Lorena, and Jess. So you know what? We do have to head out. I'm going to figure something out, but right now, we've got 3 winners. So, yeah, I'm going to make sure that all of you guys get something. I don't know how I'm going to do that. It might be pieces. I'm not sure, but I'll figure it out, all right? But our winners today, Make 2, Lorena, and Jess. That is the 3-way tie. I know I should. If we had the time, I would totally do Sudden Death. But we got to move on to the next one because Comics 360 is right after us. And the last thing I want to do is take any of their time. So, guys, thank you so much for showing up today. You guys are awesome. Make sure to check out Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales. Thank you so much for being here on the EXP with myself, Chuck, JD, and everybody else. You guys are freaking awesome. My name is Chuck, and I'm not allowed to speak any further because my swear word was taken. See you next week, everybody.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great. Thanks.